Hey guys, TehJew22 here, and I've decided to do another episode of a new series I call The Tales of TehJew22. I did the first episode yesterday as of the time that I'm filming this. And, well, I figured until I get my stuff back, I might as well make this daily, if not semi-daily or bi-daily, or, like every day, if not almost every day, but, I mean, not always, but just more or less on a daily basis until I get my stuff back, and I might as well talk about stuff that has happened, that is happening in my life, as well as what's happening on YouTube, and, stuff like that. Okay. Now, first thing I want to talk about is the All-Star game. I was watching it yesterday, and I was watching the Home Run Derby before that. Now, anyone who's a big fan of baseball, this might be a good topic for me to talk about. I'm not one for baseball, but it is one of the oldest sports out there. It may not be... I want to say that hockey may be the oldest, but I could be wrong about that. But all I know is that Major League Baseball has been around longer than any other organization in the United States, in North America for that matter. But with that said, well, I will say that I was watching the Home Run Derby, and it's just simply a contest of who can hit the most home runs. Of course, it's more of a tournament style type of deal, but I mean, I could go over the rules more or less, but that would kind of take a bit too long. But as I was watching it, the defending champion, Yoenis Cespedes, he won the Derby championship last year, and wouldn't you know it, he won it again. He won the trophy again, and he plays for the Oakland Athletics. I don't know if there's anybody from Oakland watching this, but if there is, or if there's an A's fan out there, woot for that. And then the All-Star game, which was yesterday, which was highlighted by the fact that you had Derek Jeter of the New York Yankees making his last appearance in the All-Star game after he announced his retirement at the beginning of the season. And it was a really special moment because he had not one but 2 hits, and his contribution was more than enough to beat. Well, first and foremost, you have 2 leagues, kind of like anyone who watches basketball would know about conferences. Same thing with NFL. Same thing with NHL. But it's not conferences, it's leagues. You have the National League and the American League. But he was playing for the American League, which is where his team is in. The Yankees, I mean. So yeah, the American League won the All-Star game, and unlike most other All-Star games, which is just for fun, the winner of the All-Star game, be it the American League or the National League, the league that wins the All-Star game will have home field advantage in the World Series. So, for example, this year, the American League won. So that means that the team that wins the American League championship pennant will take on the winner of the National League championship pennant. And the American League will have the home field advantage because the American League won the All-Star game in the middle of the season. So, for that year. So, needless to say, the American League won, so that means that whoever makes the World Series in the American League as the American League champion will have the home field advantage despite whatever record that their opponents will have. I mean, conceivably, you could have the team with the worst record in the playoffs, of the teams that make it there, against the team with the best record, but the American League would have the home field advantage for that year. So, in essence, you could have a bad record and yet have the home field advantage, but that's if you can even make it there. So, that being said, the American League is going to have the home field advantage whichever team from that league makes it there. So, I know it's a mouthful to say, but yeah, I just wanted to mention that for all you sports fans out there that don't know about that. So yeah, we had that, and then today I went shopping, and I was looking for a certain game, so that if I was to ever get a Wii or a Wii U or whatever, but mainly a Wii, I guess, because, well, that's what was suggested by, well, I'm not going to say anymore, but I didn't exactly find one of the games that I had, that had been stolen from me, but I found something just as good, if not a little better, and that is, well, first and foremost, I went to Target, and last time I went, they didn't even have it, and then when I went today, they had the Wii Points card, and they had, sure, they didn't have a boatload, but they had quite a bit available for sale, and the sales lady says to me that they just started carrying that again. So, which says to me that there are people that still have a Wii, or I also heard about the Wii Mini, or the Mini Wii, or whatever it's called. I think it's called the Wii Mini, which is simply just a Wii, but a smaller size, so that it's not as big as the original Wii. I mean, I guess that's kind of cool, the fact that they even made something like that. I mean, I might get that, but aside from that, I got a Wii Points card. I actually got two because, well, I figured I may not get another chance to buy it later on, so I figured, just get another one. So, and plus this was like my, like I mentioned before, I went to, well, I'll get to that later on, but I actually did, I got a check from my grandma for quite a bit of money, and a little bit of that money went to buying 2 Wii Points cards. Each worth 2,000 points each, so I have 4,000. So I got something like that. So I was not expecting to get that, to be quite honest with you, but I will say I got lucky, though. I got lucky. So now it's just a matter of getting a Wii. So at least I have a little bit of a head start on getting my stuff back. But that's just step one. The other step would have to be, probably getting a Wii, or a Wii Mini, or whatever I can, get my hands on. Because I don't think it will work on the Wii U. And if it did, great, but of course, someone would have to, I don't know how it would work, actually. I don't know if the Wii shop channel is available on a Wii U if I got a Wii U, but I know that the Wii Points card is not going to work on a Wii U shop channel, but I would think that maybe the Wii U would have the Wii shop channel, the original, on the Wii U. But I mean, I'll have to look it up and whatnot, but if not, I'll have to get a Wii just so that I can buy the games and then go from there. And then maybe even get the Wii U at a much later time. So that's pretty much my long-term plan. And then I have to try to find the games that I no longer have. So, yeah, that's another thing I might have to do. But all I can say is I'm trying to get back. I'm trying to get back into the fold, and I don't know how long I'm going to be out as far as making videos, but I'm just trying to hope for the best when it comes to the court decision, as I mentioned in a previous episode. But I do want to say thank you for the support. I really do mean that. And I also I want to thank the people at Much Games Guides and Insomania Game for their support, as well as a couple of outsiders like Greedy Selfish 97 and Gamma Game Freak, among others. That of those I can think of off the top of my head. So another thing is, so yeah, I just want to thank you guys for that. And let's see what else. Well, that's pretty much all I have to say. I mean, I don't have much to say about this one today on episode 2, but you know what, guys? I was gonna say, you guys can leave a comment and tell me what you think, and also leave a comment on what I should talk about in the next episode. So I do urge you to leave a comment and tell me what you want me to talk about. Like, I'll look at your suggestions, and I will consider them. But if I don't use it, then don't feel offended if I don't use it, either right away or not at all. So, and also, if it's too personal, I won't do it. But yeah, don't be offended if I don't use your idea. So, just keep that in mind when you make just keep that in mind when you make a suggestion. So yeah, it's just a suggestion. So, I mean, of course, I might come up with my own stuff too, in addition. So, well, with that said, I hope you enjoyed this shorter episode of Tales of TehJew22. And this is TehJew22 himself saying goodbye. And I hope to see you for the next episode. And also, if anything comes up, I will make another video in the meantime to, give you guys an update on anything. So, with that said, have a good day.